Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, 8 days into the new year, and we already have a new Rosecraft Blades release. Andy, I tell you what. So, you guys know the barn board jigged bone Beaver Creek Barlow just dropped, last week and a half before the end of the year. And in my video, I said, well, that looked like the last release of 2025. No. Andy had two dealer exclusives drop. I believe they both dropped on New Year's Eve. Of course, you had the Bourbon Bone Nolichucky at Traditiaonal Pocket Knives. And then you had a Beaver Creek Barlow exclusive drop at TSA Knives. Now, I wasn't overly familiar with TSA Knives, but that's what we all need, right? Another place to spend our knife money. So I'll leave links down below if you guys haven't checked those out. But today we are checking release number 1 of 2026, and that is a Nolichucky Jack in Dapper Jigged Bone. Now, there's a couple of things I want to get out right off the bat with this knife before I show it to you. Somebody's going to be mad. That's fine. This knife will only be available at the Rosecraft dealers. This one will not be available on the Rosecraft site itself. The dealers bought up all the stock. So it will not be available at Rosecraft Blades. Got it. And something you want to remember. Oh my goodness. Wow. The pictures looked good. But now the other thing that I wanted to get out is you have to remember that these knives are all hand jigged. They're not machine jigged, meaning somebody jigs these with like a Dremel or some tool like that. But each one goes through a person's hand to get that jigging done. And that is really, really awesome. They actually shared a video with us, of the hand jigging, which is just, it's crazy. They're all hand done. It's not done by a machine, just put 50 of them in there at a time and you're done. No, it's all done by hand, which is really, really cool. And this is gorgeous, guys. Wow. This sort of, you've got the dark brown to the orange. You even got you even get the hints of the bourbon bone. That is just amazing. Wow. And this jigging pattern is really, really cool. And, that's the one thing I have to point out is even with all that jigging, those pins are just, they're just smooth. They're just, look at that. That is on the jig, and that pin is just absolutely flush. That's just awesome. Wow, back spring, of course, looking fantastic as always. Of course, now, you've got this, like I said, Dapper Jigged Bone. That's what they're calling this. You got brushed steel bolsters, steel liners, nickel silver pins, and of course, you have the stainless steel rosebud shield, which looks fantastic. Going back, all right, that's about I'd say that's in between a 5 and a 6, maybe getting closer to the 6. Nice pull, nice jump. Of course, we're going to do this. Get rid of the sticker. But, oh my goodness, look at that. The Nolichucky Jack in Dapper Jigged Bone. This is a beautiful, beautiful knife. I love the long pull. D2 blade steel, of course. Andy Armstrong design, as they are. Very, very gorgeous, gorgeous knife. Wow. $63.99. That's what these guys are coming in. Now, of course, they're not going to be available, as I mentioned before. These are not going to be available on the Rosecraft site. They will not have any stock. The dealers bought them up all, so your favorite dealer, Rosecraft Blades dealer out there, that's where you're going to get them. Now, of course, I have a code at Traditiaonal Pocket Knives. Use BigRed10 and you can save 10% on it. So, very, very cool. Let's do this. Nice kick. Nice snap. Yeah, you know, it's probably getting close to a 6. But, golly, that is gorgeous. Now, now I'm going to have to... I haven't picked up one of the Bourbon Bone exclusives from Traditiaonal Pocket Knives yet, but I just might have to do that because, I mean, it looks good. The Bourbon Bone is fantastic, but to pair it with this guy, wow. That is just fantastic. Feels terrific in hand, as always, and oh my goodness. So, apparently this is a new jigging pattern. Like I said, I'm trying to give you a good look at it. You know, I mean, we've seen probably similar jigging, but this one, they're fairly deep too. I don't know. What do y'all think? Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous knife. And of course, when you go like I said, if you want a Rosecraft Blades slip to go with it, let's see here. Let's see real quick. It's pretty sure it's going to be the large slip. But we will make sure. Let's see here. Yeah, I think this one's going to be the best one for it. Yep. The Rosecraft Blades large slip will be the best one for it. Just a little bit below. If we get this small one, it will stick out a little bit. I can give you an example. I have one right here. Just give you an example of what it would look like. Those are good for like the Barlows and stuff. But there you go. The small slip it actually sticks out of. So, very, very cool. Yeah, this is God, Andy. You want to talk about kicking off 2026 right, man? You know, we get this one, first of 2026. Andy, you realize, I hope you realize that you're setting the bar high with your first release of 2026. So, Andy's not going to slow down, so cannot wait to see what he has for us next. But very, very gorgeous, gorgeous knife. But again, just as a reminder, guys, $63.99 is what the price point is on these. Not available at Rosecraft site itself. You'll have to go to one of their participating dealers. And of course, as I mentioned before, Traditiaonal Pocket Knives, you can always use code BigRed10 and save yourself a little bit of money. So, thank you so much, Andy, for sending this one out. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys for stopping by and checking out the Rosecraft Blades first release of 2026, the Nolichucky Jack in that Dapper Jigged Bone. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. As always, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye.